Hey, yes, you. Hey, over here. Can you see me? Come on. Don't be scared. Get closer. Closer. Don't let yourself being bullied by this big boy here. Come closer. Can you see me? There we are. Hide. Yeah. That's for me you're here. I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about how to handle myself. Yeah? Let's go. Oh, no. The captain is not here. Not sure what time of the day it is, but hey, you should find him at the tavern. Come on, off you go.
And then I was fighting against the wind, and I had a double storm coming at me. Yeah, I know. Right. Yeah, I'm coming. Let's see. Alright, for later. See you, buddy. I'm gonna manage to be late again. Morning, class. What that? Yeah, don't worry. The storm is passing by quite far away. Alright. So before we start, welcome back to Sailwind, guys. If you follow the ocean journey, you will know that we're about to start a new chapter, and while we're not sure yet where it will take us, what we know is that it's not going to be in the Dhow. And after many hours spent on that boat, I thought I would put together that quick. It's not a tutorial by any means, but it's more like, you know, sharing some of my experience and you know, what I've learned sailing this beauty. So this Dhow has the basic configuration. The one that you get when you start the game in easy mode in the island region. And so couple of things. I've emptied it of most of its content, and I'm really starting with just a compass, the lantern, the map, which are the 3 items that you are likely to get. I think that's the minimum you guys gonna get regardless where you are at in your career if you're still sailing in the Dhow. I'm coming back to the table right away, but the first thing you're gonna notice, right, is as you move, your boat will start to move from one side to the other as well. And same thing, if you go in front, your boat is gonna go slightly forward. Now I'm docked right now, so it's not gonna be as obvious, but you'll be able to see much later. So you have your mast here with your Latin sail. Here is your halyard winch that you can use to drop and pull your sail up. Your mooring lines at the back, you've got 2 at the front as well. The helm centered from between the port and the starboard side, but clearly towards the stern of the ship, and when you start, it's covered with that closed roof, and then you have the hammock at the back where you can sleep and take some rest. So I currently have 879 allied clients, so I'm actually on day 14 of this carrier. This is the same playthrough I used for the Sailwind update video, and yeah, so the plan today is we're gonna look at how to set up your boat for like the first phase of the game, the very very early game when you get started and you have a little bit of funding. And then after that, we're gonna come back to Gold Rock City, take a look at the shipyard over there, and then we're gonna take a trip to Oasis, which is northwest of this map, north of the Alank Academy, where hopefully we can catch some open seas and see how this boat is gonna behave in this weather. But as I said, we're gonna start sailing with this configuration. Fairly easy to begin. So now, one thing that's going to become very apparent throughout this journey is that space is critical on the Dhow, and how you manage that space is going to be critical depending on what type of journey you're on. So the table here might be useful. You might be thinking, hey, I can put my map on it, or I can put my water or anything. No, I don't recommend. It's too small, and you have much better alternatives. So we're gonna sell it. Gonna find one merchant somewhere here. All right, sir. 36, perfect. Hopefully the alternative doesn't cost us as much. Alright, so back on our Dhow here, I'm gonna quickly drop my lantern as well as my compass. Now you want to be careful not to drop it. You know what, I'm gonna leave it here. I won't take any risk. And here, so first tip, right? So you can actually put your map against the hull of the ship here, like so. And then as you get more and more maps, if you go in your Dhow through different regions, you can then store them there. Again, save space, and space is critical. Alright, so with that, we're in Gold Rock City because everything that we're gonna need is gonna be available in town. And for the sake of the length of the video, I'm gonna go do some purchase and come back to see how we can get ready for our first journey. And we're ready for what I consider to be the essential for for sailing on the Dhow. And so we're gonna go quickly over it. So we have the fishing rod, which is basically your main source of food. We've got 3 cheese, which can be any food really, but that's kind of your emergency ration that you don't want to touch too much. Then you have the map of the region you're in, a bottle of water, a barrel of water, then a bottle of water, your lamp or your lantern, your compass. I've taken a spyglass. I've purchased the cheapest, but I think it's a great addition. And don't forget, right? Like, even if you're going for a survival mode, we still want to enjoy. And this is the shelf, which is basically our alternative for the small tables that we sold. Next to it, I have like the 2-star setup, I would say. So like if you have a little bit more funding, you can definitely buy a broom, a second barrel of water. I have 2 lamps as additional emergency rations, 1 additional bottle of water. I've been going back and forth actually on where it should fit, and might be on the first, might be the essentials here, and then a lantern hook and a second shelf. So we're gonna start and set up our boat here. First, we're gonna go with the first shelf. So for the first shelf, what you want to do, right, is think about how you're going to optimize your space with cargo. And you're going to spend a fair amount of time within range of the helm here, so you want to make sure that you can have access to some essentials very very easily when you need to navigate through a storm or even whenever. So for that, what I like to do is to put my my first shelf about there-ish. Alright, how does it look? Not bad. And the reason why is like you don't want it to be too close from your winch here, because otherwise you may panic, and then it might be tricky to grab the winch if you really need it, and then yet it's still close enough from the helm and you can still walk through, which is very, very important. Space and how you go around your space again is critical for the Dhow. So next, now that we have, I'm gonna load some stuff here in my inventory, and then we're gonna be able to and you know what, guys, because we're gonna set up, I mean, we're not gonna leave those stuff on the dock, right? So let's go with another shelf, which I'm not gonna put here because it's gonna be in the way of the mooring line, but I'm gonna come and put it right there. Or maybe I can just lining up like so, even a bit more. Like so. Perfect. And yeah, I can still move around, so that's perfect. And now that I have that, forgot to I'm gonna put my emergency ration on my left with one bottle here, and then I'm gonna put my lantern. So why do I put the lantern in the essential? Mostly because it can be very handy if you wake up in the middle of the night and for some reason you need to check something. I'm gonna put the other bottle of water on my right, so I want to have easy access to water. There we go. You know what, I'm gonna start, yeah, let's start with the water. So for the water, first configuration, if you only have one barrel of water, I recommend you put it at the back of your Dhow here, and that way you still have easy access on either side to your hammock. Overall, I'm gonna consider this area here as my living quarters, so I want to try to avoid putting cargo. Now the only cargo that I may happen to put in here would be if I have a barrel of wine or a barrel of water for trade or whatever. Because here I have another barrel of water over there, I'm gonna grab and I'm gonna put it in one corner, and then in order to stay balanced, I'm gonna come take the other one and boom, there we go. Oh. I'm gonna grab a drink, grab some food. Yeah, I'm using my emergency ration, but I don't have much money left, as you can see, and I have some pork, which I'm really gonna use as my emergency ration. So quick tip, I recommend that you refill your water every time you use it, and the reason for that is that you never know what conditions will be next time you're thirsty, so make sure you always have easy access to water. Now for the fishing hooks, I'm usually trying to stack them on the side here. Perfect, there we go. Then I'm gonna grab the broom here, and try to sneak it in the corner. Perfect. You can see my Dhow is quite dirty. Hey, you know what? Let's clean it actually. Come on, let's start our journey in a clean Dhow. There we go. Let's put it back. Nope. Let's try like this. Not a fan. Perfect. Even better. Alright. So there goes the broom. We've got. So now we're gonna be able to put our emergency ration there. You can actually stack them quite nicely. There we go. Those three in the center, I'm gonna keep them here. The fishing rod, we're gonna leave it there at the back. And there we go. So, if you look at our Dhow here, you can see that the bow is very, very high. And actually our stern is quite low on the water compared to the rest. But that's before loading. And we do have some cargo here. Of course, one sec. We do have, oh, let's put this one here first. I'm just gonna put you here for now. Don't really need you. Although, alright, just for the sake of it. We're gonna have to move that later, but we'll see. I also bought this little tool to measure our speed. That's more for the sake of the video, it's really not needed. And now we're gonna start loading the cargo here. So I've purchased one piece of goods, this one, yep, to do some trade. And then everything else, so we've got goods for trade, we've got mail, we've got green tobacco, and we've got forest mushroom. So a couple of things. The goods are quite heavy, at least in comparison to the rest here. It's 80 pounds each, so we are looking at 320 pounds for the goods, and then we've got like maybe 25 for the mail, 20 for all of the green tobacco combined together, and then another 20 for the forest mushroom. So we're looking at maybe 400. About 400 pounds, so well within the capabilities of our Dhow here. But as far as loading goes, we're gonna start with the heaviest, with the good here. Alright, and so first tip, right? We have a few boxes, so we're gonna be quite loaded. One thing that is very important, so you see, if you put the case that way, it's gonna make your you still gonna be able to go through, but it might be tricky. So what I like to do is actually to put it like so to give more space. There you go. And what I want to make sure is that I can actually move, and it's just gonna make your whole thing so much easier, guys, if you can access the both sides from the front of your boat as well. So we're gonna put the second one here. All right. So as you can see here, there is some space. So what we're gonna do, because you want to put the heaviest cargo as low as possible and as centered as possible from your boat. So let's try. There we go. And hopefully we can put a third one and still be able to pass by here. Yeah, should be fine. Perfect. Let's see. Safe passage. Yes. Very nice. So you can see our bow is still slightly lower and the sun is setting, so we better hurry up. Even though I think we're gonna start our journey tomorrow morning. So let's finish one more good. And this one we're gonna place it. So we have water at the back, so we're fairly heavy. We're gonna place, you see how the boat rises? Actually, nope. It's a bit too low at the bow for me. Although that was with my weight, right? But hey, be fine. Alright. You will see that you will enjoy a lot stacking your cargo properly. It's actually a very enjoyable experience. Somehow. Let's see. Can I do that? Perfect. Damn. It's night time already. Alright, little tip. You can actually put your lantern in your inventory and it's gonna follow you while it's lit, sorry, and then it's gonna follow you, which is gonna allow you to keep going even when night is here. What the hell? And with the last case of green tobacco, we are now all loaded and ready to go. Can't really see here, but yeah, ready to go, but it's pitch dark, so I'm going to bed, guys, and we are going to get on our way tomorrow morning. And where are we going for our first leg? We are going to Albacor town, so southeast from here. Let's see how the wind is in the morning. Good night. Hop. Good morning, class. It's very early here in Gold Rock City. We are ready to get on our way to Albacor town, which is southeast, so we're going that way, which is gonna give us pretty favorable wind, so that's pretty cool. Let's grab a quick breakfast here. Make sure we can negotiate our exit out of Gold Rock City without any concern for our primary needs. Alright, perfect. And with that, we're gonna be able to get on our way. So wind is coming from our stern, so we're gonna remove first our mooring rope at our bow and then release this one. Walk quickly, jump in, let's push us a bit from the dock. Come on, what's going on? Alright, let's push us a bit more. There we go. And even loaded, right? Because our Dhow is a bit loaded. It still remains a fairly maneuverable ship, so what we're gonna do here is take it slow. And you see, with the way we're set up now, we've got very good visibility all around the boat. Alright, can shut that one down, but then a flight. We're basically negotiating our exit maneuver here. By the way, guys, a lot of the setups that I have on my boat is because I'm mostly playing first person. So everything I'm trying to optimize so that it feels good in a one person view. Alright, let's complete our U-turn here and hopefully not crash into the dock, even though there is no hull damage yet. Yeah, we're gonna bump. Unless there we go, catching wind. Gonna open real quick. Wait until we catch some speed. And we're underway. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Now that we've left the dock and we're at safe distance, we gonna make sure we're not going into the sandbank here. And so this is why I'm putting my my compass in the middle of my inventory here, because like that I can just point center of my boat and I can see right away which direction I'm going, which again keeps my my helm clear. I could open my sails a bit more. Alright. So one of the things that I'm not a fan with standard configuration is that you can't really go very high with your sails, with your cargo, sorry, because you know, it's gonna kind of clip into the sail when you're navigating. But hey. So southeast, we're good. We've got our bow very high. That's perfect. So usually once I get safe distance away from shore, I'm dropping a line, because remember, right, I only have my emergency ration here. I don't have any food, so sailing is gonna be a big component. Let's see. Can probably open a little bit more here. And we're gonna be able to start tracking our speed. There we go. So we're doing slightly, I'm gonna say 5 knots. We're doing 5 knots right now, which is not bad, given our current sail configuration and the wind direction. But we'll see later in the episode, hopefully, that we can achieve much better. But you know, for our current setup here, it's not too bad. Even though we've left Gold Rock City for a while now, we're still in very calm seas, which is very nice to see. And yep, we have an island in visual, southeast. It does look like Elbecker Town, if I remember properly. So that's perfect. However, yep, I don't think we're gonna make it before night's fall. So, did I just see a... No. Alright. Let's see how far we can go and today before we prepare for the night here. Six knots. Yep. We're beating 6 knots. Awesome. So easy to sail. So nice. I'm not a fan of the closed roof though, but we'll get to that at a later stage, I think. And I'm also not fan of this sail configuration because it's extremely low, and it does prevent you from having good visibility. Which again, you know, like if over 150 hours of sailing in the Dhow have taught me anything, is one, don't be overconfident, and two, visibility is key. Especially because, like, unless you're just cruising for leisure, you'll hardly have any space for food and drinks, right? So, I mean, at least for food, you must make space for drinks, but food is a different story. So, yeah. But we'll upgrade shortly enough. It's gonna be closed, but I'm still gonna go for the night docking here, I think. And again, visibility is gonna be an issue, especially as we enter into Albacor town, which can be tricky. I'll let you experience by yourself. All right. Yep, it's gonna get dark real soon. Up. Morning, gang. I see that some of you slept. That's fine. I've unloaded my cargo. I've grabbed some more trade and mission, and I'm currently in the process of loading my Dhow. And I'm gonna give you a a quick tip here for as far as loading is concerned. So here I have some lamb that I've purchased as a trade, not as a mission. Now, if I press R right now, I'm gonna take a lamb out. I'm not gonna do that because I'm trying to optimize my money, but trust me, if you press R or right click, it's gonna grab a piece of lamb. Once that's done, your case of cargo is worth nothing. You cannot sell it, or you can sell it for a very small value. So the problem that you have here is that you're very close from both the lamb case and the helm. So what you want to do is put a piece of cargo that you cannot draw from, like mail for instance, in between the piece of trade and your helm. Now it's gonna be a bit you're gonna have this mail to Gold Rock City due in whatever popping up often, but at least you won't take any risk. All right, time for breakfast. Given my bar of food here, I'm gonna grab a piece of lamb because it's gonna refill me most of the way through, and I know I'm going back to Gold Rock City, so I'm gonna have no problem refilling my emergency ration. Here is a clipping I didn't like so much about this sail configuration when you have a heavy cargo. Anyway, what we can do here is check how a boat is performing against the wind, and as you can see from the flag here, we're almost coming straight against the wind, and yet we're managing to pull an impressive three knots, and yeah, that's the power of the Dhow and the Latin sail. Really cool. Alright, so GRC is exactly the opposite here. As usual, we're gonna throw a line, and let's see. Given the wind direction, it's gonna be very, very favorable. That's awesome. Do we want to tack against the wind? Yes, let's go. Alright. So we have enough speed. That's not gonna be an issue here. And then we're gonna open right away. Oh, we're still a bit against the wind. Never mind. There we go. Should be fine. Clipping again. Alright, we're gonna prepare for the night here. We're still a good way away from Gold Rock City. And so what I'm gonna usually do is check my wind. Yeah, make sure we're not too aggressive. And then, just in case, right, I'm gonna orient my boat so I don't crash into land in case I make more progress than anticipated. Alright, with that I have enough food to hold. I'm gonna grab some water. Yeah, half barrel left, and yeah, let's go to bed. And looks like we were right, because Gold Rock City is right there. We would have probably crashed into a rock otherwise. Preparing our approach back at Gold Rock City. Very smooth sailing all the way through. And yeah, another tip, do not come this way with a capital ship. It's gonna have some issues. Alright. Yeah, perfect. Once again, perfect wind to negotiate our approach, so we can start opening it by maximum. and then we can start putting it. We're gonna put it fully. Alright, we got a good nice kick. Okay, you see the way you can navigate around your boat is really critical. Alright, we're gonna dock next to the business office, just to make sure. Actually, this one. Thank you. Yeah, just to make sure we can maneuver back. Alright, class, we're back in Gold Rock City. Yep, I did a quick trip to Alchemist Island because I needed to have some money, because after unloading our last cargo, I had about like 700 plus Alan clients, and I don't think that's enough for an upgrade of my Dhow, at least not with what I want to do. So did a quick back and forth to Alchemist Island, right south of Gold Rock City, and now I am back with 1300 plus Alan clients, which I think is going to be enough. I also took advantage of our trip to Alchemist Island to get that elixir potion here, which is really, with the pork, like kind of your and your second bottle of water, really like your perfect survival kit to give you that little bit of an extra bars of energy and food and water before you pass out and lose all your progress. So I'm gonna close the part 1 of our Let's Dhow episode here, and for episode 2 we're gonna go to the shipyard. We're going to upgrade our Dhow, and then we're gonna be sailing to Oasis, which is gonna give us a little bit of open sea, and we're gonna see if we can also catch a storm or something like that, just for the fun of it. And until then, thanks for watching. I see ya.